here we are with our second cash comp. We got 26 drivers signed up. It's going to be a banger of an event. We're going to start qualifying here in a second. And represented, Justin?
Yep.
Somewhere around there. So this should be a banger of an event. We got some great drivers. So let's do this.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be great, man. Can't wait to see the competition that we got out here. A lot of good drivers.
Couple drivers from your team, couple drivers from my team, couple drivers.
Yeah, we got MTR, we got DCS, we got so many different great drivers.
DTI, CDP.
Great teams.
Yeah, we got a bunch of them. It's going to be a good one for sure. So our first driver up is going to be Pit. From one light to say we flash one light, you flash one light, we flash three lights, you go on three.
All right, we got Mosh Pit on his qualifying run into his initiation. Good initiation here, good angle. Oh, drops 2 tires, looks like, in that first outer zone. Coming into the touch and goes. Getting some good angle, good speed here. He gets the decel a little wide. Oh, over angles it and misses the touch and go, the first touch and go, going into the last outer zone. Getting on the brakes a little bit.
Keeping an eye on.
Looks like he's a little struggling with this line a little bit.
A little shaky there. Get the nerves out.
Yeah, for sure. This is just his first qualifying run, so we're gonna.
We got another qualifying run. Everybody gets 2. So
yeah. So first run, get those nerves out. Kind of adjust here a little bit. All right, here he goes. Good initiation here, good angle. Drops a tire into that first outer zone. All right, into the touch and goes, misses the rumbles there. Onto the second pair of rumbles, into the inner zone here. Doing a good job on the inner clip, hitting the touch and go. On the rumbles, good, into the green zone, the last outer zone, getting good angle there.
Down there.
And spins out right at the finish.
Crossed the finish line though, so it made the finish.
Yep.
Way better run than the first for sure.
Definitely.
So that first run for me was a 15 for angle, or for line. Yep. The second one was a 22.
Well, that first one is definitely a DNF due to dropping 2 tires on that first outer zone. So I'm going to have to judge it just off of that second run.
So what do you have as far as angles in the second run?
Hey, I'm going to go to the little... 1 second, I'm reviewing the clip here.
What do you think, Justin?
For angle?
For style fluidity.
Yeah, for style and fluidity. The commitment into the zones, the speed was there, but as far as the fluidity,
You're cutting out.
My bad, my mic cut out. For fluidity, man, he was really choppy. A lot of correction in the zones. I'm gonna have to go with 10. 10 on each to just make it 20.
Okay. What about you, Gabe, for angle?
For angle? We're just talking about angle.
Yeah, you're doing angle for 30 points.
I'm gonna have to say probably I would have to say probably a 10. I'm gonna go with the 10, just because of how shaky he was.
Okay.
And always adjusting, a lot of adjustments.
All right, total 52. So our next driver up is Kyoto Fred. Runs Mosh.
Yep, good run. All right, coming into the first initiation here, or the only initiation, into the first outer zone. Getting on the brakes a little bit, doing a little left foot braking work, staying in that zone, missing the rumbles here. Getting those second pair of rumbles into the first inner clip, the only inner clip. I keep saying the first. All right, the last pair of touch and goes, misses the rumbles on that last touch and go. And into this last outer zone, very nicely on that last outer zone. Did have some errors in the other zones.
Bad overall first run though. Said get those jitters out. Everybody's going to be a little jittery here in the start. So
Yeah,
not
for
bad.
sure.
A couple shallow and a couple zones, but overall not a bad run.
All right, into that first outer zone, going into the touch and goes, misses getting on the rumbles there, on the both touch and goes.
A little wide.
Good missed opportunity for extra points. Shallow on that touch and go there, but gets on the rumbles on the second touch and go, going into the last outer zone, all up in that green area. Very nice. So I just want to clarify. For the qualifiers,
far
I'm
as
just
style,
doing angle.
Yeah, you're just judging the angle, Gabe.
So the style was
Okay.
really good. Fluidity and commitment, he was there. The only hiccup I really seen was into the inner clip where he kind of heavy decelled, like really heavy for a second time while in the inner clip itself. For a total of 40, I would have to go with a 30.
Okay. And what was your angle score? Mine's going to be a 20 for both runs for the line. So there's a no superior run there because they're pretty
Okay.
close. What do you think for angle, Gabe?
For angle, he had some pretty good angle. It was 40 plus, 45 plus. Not a lot of jitters, a few corrections on each run, but nothing completely major that I would really consider a major deduction or anything like that. I'd probably have to go with a 20.
All right, for a 70 even. All right, good runs, good runs. Next run is a sideswipe.
Wait a minute, just before we run it, let me swap this over.
Swipe's getting a run up to the start here.
We're good.
And he gets a light show as he pulls up from on the
Getting
chill.
those lights,
Let us know when
all
you're ready,
that
Jeff.
extra love. And that beautiful chaser that he's got going on.
Let us know when you're ready, Justin.
Whenever y'all are ready, I'm good.
All right.
Side swipe, Team MTR and his chaser. Getting the ready light from the cone car. All right, here we go, side swipe.
I couldn't see his lights.
Into the initiation. Into the first outer zones, getting some good style.
Good looking.
Into that outer zone, good fulfillment. Getting on those rumbles. Nice. Little safe on the angle there for that inner clip.
Painting that white line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely painting it. Alright, sideswipe into the first outer zone. All up in that green zone once again. Mimicking his last run. Trying to stay as consistent as possible while throwing in as much style as he can. And speed and angle. Into the last touch and go, going into the outer zone here. All up in that green zone again. Ooh, dropping the tire.
Well, but all in all, a good run though. Filled that last touch and go
Yes.
good.
Yes, for sure.
And for line, I'm going to give him a 24 on the first run and a 22 on the second run.
We'll go with 35 out of 40 on
Yeah, I'm gonna.
style. That was just
Yeah,
super clean.
For angle, I'm have to give him a 21.
First run or second run?
First run and the second run, I think he had a little bit of an improvement, especially going into that inner clip. It looked like he was pushing it out more, trying to get into that zone a little better. I'm gonna have to go with a 23.
All right. And Justin, what about you for style fluidity on the first run?
I'm gonna have to go with the overall 35 out of 40.
All right. And what about the second run?
30 out of 40.
All right. So this first run's the better run. So we're going to go 40, 75, 79. Good run, sideswipe.
Next driver.
Next driver's Drift Stiggs.
Mr. Drift Stig himself. He does have the white outfit to match the name. Even though we all do, right?
And we're off. Mr. Drift Stig himself.
Yep, into the initiation. Good angle initiation.
What a beautiful zone.
Filling that zone.
Left a tiny bit early.
Hammering that limiter almost.
Yeah.
All right. Look at that going into the inner zone here. A little shallower than what we'd like to see on those zones and the last touch and goes.
Good looking.
But still a very good run, getting all up in that green
Good
zone.
run.
Nice run by Drift. Mr. Stig.
Great position. Great zone.
All right, Drift Stig getting ready for his second run here. That beautiful BMW. Here he goes. Good initiation. Getting all up in that outer zone once again.
Stuck through that whole zone.
Killing it. Oh, hitting 70 degrees of angle, 80 degrees of angle on this. That was amazing. He's getting extra points here for sure.
That might have been a double tire in the green.
Was it?
It might have been. I'll have to look at the replay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that had a shitload of angle in that run. That was.
Dude, he was like all over that angle. He was throwing as much as he could. He's like, I'm getting a 90 plus no matter what.
So the first run. Yeah, go ahead.
First run for style is gonna be higher than the second because of the drops. 35 is gonna be my score.
Yep, it was definitely stylish. What about you for angle, Gabe, on the first run?
For angle on the first one, I'm gonna have to go with probably a. I'm gonna have to give him a 23.
All right, so we're going 70.
No, I'll change that. I'm gonna go to 24 because he was pushing some big angle.
Yeah, even on the
I'll
first,
give him
even
an
on the
extra
first
point
run,
there.
he was filling out the zones and stuff. Nice.
He was throwing a ton of angle. The second run was a DNF. I looked at the footage on my screen. He had both tires go into that green zone in that last touch and go, the first pair of touch and goes.
Okay.
Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he did unfortunately have two tires go out into that green zone.
And his line for me on the first run, he came out of the first zone quite a bit early, and then was a little wide on the inner clip, so I gave him a 23. So together, that's a 82 total. Great runs, dude.
Yeah, good job.
Next up is Mama Chill, Miss 100. I think the nickname is now.
Yeah, they just started up a new crew called Demon Time Inc.
And here we go, getting ready for this first run. And
Mama Chill in that RTR. Off the line, getting some good speed, good initiation here, hitting that 40 plus angle, 50 plus. Good angle here into this outer zone, fulfilling that zone. A little touch on the rumbles there. Good touch on the second pair of rumbles. Going into the inner clip, a little shallower than I like to see, but still very good fulfillment in these zones for sure. Getting all up in that green zone. No doubt about it. She's comfortable with this line.
Good run, good run.
All right, Mama Chill going up for her second qualifying run.
We got a husband and wife duo in the comp today.
Right, yeah. They stick together, that's for sure.
Way to fill that zone.
Love
the break in there.
Love that. All right. Yeah.
She's only been driving for like a month and a half.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy to see this kind of driving from someone who's been driving for such a short time.
Great run, great run.
Yes. Good, good, good. Zero Chill, Mama Chill, showing each other some love.
That first run, the line for me was a 22, and that second run was just a little bit better. Got into those zones a little better, so it's going to be a 24 in the second run.
Yeah.
I'm going to give an overall 30 on both runs for style and fluidity. Yeah, out of 40, I'm definitely going to go with a 30 on that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was really good.
For angle, I'm going to go ahead and give her a 21 on the first one. And I'll probably say a good 22 on the second one, only because her angle didn't really go past around 50 degrees. But it was very smooth, very melodic. She was very comfortable on the track. So I'm going to go with 22.
All right, it's a 76, Mama Chill. Good run. Next up is Ronnie. Bump him, Swipe. Wake him up.
No, I'm just trying to start my car. There it goes.
Ain't got no gas in it.
definitely not
Ain't
an
got
issue
no
you want to have.
gas in it.
I'm gonna need 5 minutes for garage for fixing.
All right. MTR Ronnie in the S15.
Representing
Into the
team.
initiation. Good angle here. Good fulfillment in this outer zone. Shallowing out a little bit of angle there to stay in the zone. Nice angle going into this inner clip. Hitting over 65 degrees going into this touch and
Looks
goes.
the inner clip great. Into this last one. A
Yes,
little bit of
nice.
angle, but keeping that zone. Not bad,
Yeah,
not bad.
keeping in the zone, a little conservative on the angle there for sure, but he still filled all the zones.
The line was good. The line was good, just lacking a little bit of angles all.
Yes, for sure. All right, getting ready for his second run here. Ronnie going into his initiation here. Good angle here. In that zone. Staying in the zone, but still sacrificing a little bit of angle here to stay in there. Nice angle here, hitting about almost 70 degrees there on the inner clip. Beautiful run here.
Good
That
runs.
second run was definitely a lot better.
I didn't spin out this time.
Good stuff, man.
Right at the
Yeah.
end.
Shit. Hell yeah.
It was all
I'm
right.
gonna go with the
Uh,
24 line on the first run, 23 line on the second run. He just filled the zones a little bit better on the first run is all.
I got a 33 total for style.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with a 20 just
big old
because
truck
of
parking
the shallow outer zones. They were in the 30-degree area. So he had good angle on that inner clip, but just those 30-degree areas for me is just gonna bring the score down a little bit.
Okay. Yep. So that is going to be a 77. Good runs, Ronnie.
Jeez.
All right. Next up is
What did you
Ace.
get, Side?
It
Who
was
does
in the
Ace run
80s.
for?
He runs for DTI.
That's right. We had some team swaps here recently.
Look at that LFA
Representing.
team DTI, Mr. Ace in the house. Coming up to the initiation. Nice
Great.
angle in that initiation. Filling that zone. Touch and go right on the rumbles. Misses the rumbles on the second touch and go. Drops the tire on the inner zone there. Drops the second tire on that touch and go. And misses the rumbles on the second touch and go, but fulfilling this outer zone. Nice with good angle. Around 60 degrees of angle there. Nice run.
Solid run. Solid run. A little shallow on some zones. Dropped a tire or two.
Yeah, dropped a couple
Definitely,
tires there.
definitely looking to improve a little bit this second run, but
Yes, definitely be looking out for those areas that he can improve in, I'm sure. Nice, nice, good angle for this outer zone.
a little shallow.
All right, a little shallow on both those touch and goes. He doesn't drop a tire on this inner clip this time. Nice, nice. A little shallow on that touch and go. Gets on the rumbles.
Tons of
In the
angle.
green for this outer zone. Touch of angle, hitting 60 degrees. Nice job by Ace.
Great
So
run.
definitely correcting those spots from the first run into the second one.
Yes,
I'll go with
definitely.
32 overall for style.
Huh?
Just because of the corrections. He definitely showed out with that. Major improvement there.
Yep. I give him an 18 for the lines because he was shallow on a couple zones. Didn't reach out in the rumbles. Didn't touch the lines even really. So you have to give him an 18 on the line. What about you, Gabe?
Yeah, he had some decent angle here. Seems like a lot of drivers are struggling keeping big angle on those outer zones because they're so elongated. I'd probably have to go. He was hitting high 30s, but he was still hitting the 30-degree area on those outer zones. But sometimes he would kind of fluctuate between 30 and 40s. So I'd probably have to give him the highest number for both runs. I would probably have to say around a 21.
And that was yeah. That was the second run, yeah, Gabe.
Yes, the second run was a lot better.
Okay, so we got 71 that run. Good run, Ace. All right, next up we got Rossi, and this will finalize this 8.
A final score afterwards.
71, or yeah, 71.
All right, appreciate it.
Drives for MTR, correct? Or GDA, hang on.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Rossi's with GTA, correct?
Yep. We are good to go.
Alright, GDA Rossi earned the name Bob Rossi in our last cash comp. Let's see if he can live up to the name. Painting those lines. Good initiation here. Good angle on that last part of that outer zone. Misses the rumbles here. Just barely touches the rumbles on that last touch and go. Really close to that inner zone. Into the last rumbles there. Good fulfillment in this last outer zone with good angle here. That's a very nice run by Rossi.
Solid run. Definitely a great first run.
For sure. Alright, Rossi taking off here for his second qualifying run into the initiation zone, hitting 65 degrees here on that initiation. Drops a tire, pushes out more angle though. Onto the rumbles. Misses the second pair of rumbles here, getting into the inner clip, almost as close as he was this first time. Pushes it out deeper into that first touch and go here in this second zone. And getting right into the green area there, pushing out a ton of angle. A lot better of a run here. Didn't drop any tires, it looks like. And but he did miss that.
He did drop one first outer, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's gonna make that first run a little better for me.
Okay.
Did
he drop any on the first run?
No, he didn't. But that's
didn't.
The second run I'd give a 23. The first run a 24, just because of the drop tire in the second run. It was that much better than
I got you.
1 point compared to
I'm
the.
gonna give it 29 between the both because I went with a 32 and a 20,
What?
or it'd be a 30 because I went with 32 and 28, so it'd be a 30.
What was the score for the first run?
32.
Okay. And Gabe, what was your score for the first run?
For the first run, it was a 20.
What about
the second run? Was a 22, only because he threw out more angle, but he was a little bit like doing some corrections. So it wasn't a complete 30. So the second run was a 22.
All right. So you got 76 total, Rossi. Good run, brother.
So that concludes the first 8. We're gonna go ahead and take a second, pull the next 8 in, and continue.
I'll hop in there and tell him. Okay. All right.
Ready. I'm hopping in it right now.
Where's Papa?
There he is.
Who's running first?
Okay, Kyoto Powers, you are not running yet.
Yeah, so that's it. I was right. Okay.
Sorry, yeah,
Who's up?
it is POD Austin. I'm sorry about that. So Papa is up. All right.
I'm ready.
All right, we have Papa with Team GA coming up first for his first qualifying run. Coming into the initiation in the outer zone. Good angle here. Had to sacrifice a little angle there to stay in the zone. Onto the touch and goes, misses that second pair of rumbles. A little bit, yeah, a little bit of correction there. Good angle in these zones overall, misses those rumbles there. Good angle in this last outer zone, a little bit of correction there. Yeah, but a solid
Shallow
run.
coming
No,
into it. That is a little tricky coming off that rumble strip.
for
To
sure,
fill that complete
definitely.
zone, it has to be done and executed at the right time to put those
Yeah,
bad boys
timing
into
is
the back of that zone.
everything. Timing is definitely everything with that last outer zone. All right, Papa going into his initiation here. Into the first outer zone, drops a tire, so has to lose a little bit of angle here to try to stay in the green after bringing it back in. Touches that touch and go, misses the second pair of rumbles. Into the inner zone. A little shallow there, gets good fulfillment on that first touch and go, but misses the rumbles on the second touch and go. Dropping a tire in the outer zone here, but good angle in that last outer zone besides dropping a tire.
He's gonna get a 16 on the first run for me.
Okay.
The first run was clearly the better run of the two.
Yeah,
Go with the 28.
no real tire drops. Decent fulfillment besides missing a couple areas. Good angle, not a ton of corrections. I'll probably go ahead and give him a 21.
All right, so we got 65. Good runs, Pop. Next up, we got Mr. El Wedo. El Wedo.
Mr. El Wedo runs with Team Cloudy Drift Team.
Thank you for making time to do this comp today, El Wedo. We know you had some prior obligations and went out of your way to do this. Appreciate it.
Definitely shows a lot of commitment to his side.
He's doing some you're welcome burnouts.
Yep.
Him being a team captain, he really wanted to show that he's going to be here and be committed.
For sure. And he's showing it. El Wedo taking off into the initiation here.
Great initiation, not cutting that shallow. Still in that zone, great.
Yes, definitely. Very nice there.
Gets into that rumble, first rumble there, one tire, a little shallow in the second rumble, but still great inner zone there. Coming after the first touch and go, he clips that just perfect right on the white line, gets into that rumble,
Yeah,
with a great angle into this last outer clip, almost touching. What great! That was a wonderful run.
that was nice.
Man, can he improve on that? That was well done. I know he's been practicing this line a lot.
Yeah, very consistent on that run there. Tell you what, CDT does not play around. When they drive, they mean it.
No, this new everybody's loving this new Mustang 650. This thing,
Look at that, holding consistent angle through that entire outer zone, hitting the touch and goes.
Hits that rumble this time.
Hitting almost 70 degrees on that inner zone there.
Shallow there. Great. A little shallower than last time. Going out. Almost dropped the tag.
Dude, I tell you what.
Great run there too. That was a great run.
That style for that run was great.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna have to go with a 36.
Yeah, I'm gonna give both those runs a 26 at the line. Those were great. The second one he filled specific spots and zones he was shallow in others, and filled other zones where he was shallow in other zones. So I mean, it just kind of evened out for me. So I'm gonna give both of those a 26.
Yeah, both runs for him got a 23 from me. That was just great execution.
Yeah, those were pretty consistent runs between the both of them. I mean,
right, and he never dropped below around 40 degrees of angle. He was very consistent in that outer zone. A lot of people have been dropping down to around 30 degrees of angle, hitting in that 30-degree area. And he did not go into that area. He made sure he kept good angle throughout the entire run.
yeah, definitely, and didn't gain angle on his initiation and lose it through that zone. That was good.
Right.
What about you?
Overall on both runs, man, I'm gonna have to go with a 36. For both of those runs. There's not much more that he could have done to execute that run for style. The commitment into all of the zones was there. No intentional or accidental decels
For sure.
or any lockups.
80.
They should have been presented.
Yeah, for sure. 85, Wedo. Great run, man. That's our top score so far. Next up, we got Mr. Zero Chill, husband of Mama Chill. Of the new formed DTI, Demon Time Incorporated.
You said Mr. Chill.
Chill. That livery is popping, man. All right, we got Zero Chill, owner of DTI. Here we go. Into the outer zone, getting a ton of angle. Being consistent in that angle as well. No big upsets.
He is our last cash out first place champion. He did take home that last $100 cash first place prize.
That he did.
Zero Chill is really killing it today.
A little bit shallow in the second touch and go, a little wide on the end. Could see a couple little improvements there, but overall, great run. Lost a little bit of angle on the first zone. Stay out in that green, but overall, great run.
All right, Zero Chill coming to the initiation here. Getting good angle here. Consistent angle, filling this zone.
Very solid.
That's some of the biggest angle I've seen in that outer zone consistently.
Solid on the rumble.
Like right there with El Wedo. Look at that fulfillment coming into the touch and goes.
Little tire drop there.
Yeah.
That was still, even with that drop, that was still a great run.
Ridiculous, man.
Both of that, man. The style on those runs was great, well executed, with just the minor hiccups, man. I'm talking just minor hiccups coming out of the first two set of touch and goes for the outer zone here. For the decel, sorry. A little bit of a drop. Overall, first run was great. Second run was even great. 34, especially for both runs. 34.
What about you, Gabe? I'm gonna give it 23 on both runs because the second run I thought was that much better in the fulfillment of the zones. You got both rumbles
Yeah.
on the touch and goes, and that it was just that much better. But you had the tire drops on that kind of equals out to the first run. So I'm gonna give it 23
Right.
on both of them.
Right. You had a 22 on the first one and a 24 on the second one, so it'd be
All right.
be a 23 combined.
24 for the higher run, so 47.
Yeah, definitely.
81 total. Good runs. 0. Next up, we got EST. Another GDA boy. Let's see if he will be a GDA man.
All right, we have EST and his RTR Team GDA coming to the initiation. Good angle here. Loses a little bit of angle, pushing it out, trying to stay into that zone. Hitting the touch and goes, getting consistent angle there. Good angle on the inner zone there. Little shallow there coming into the touch and goes, but going into that last outer zone, fulfilling it, a big correction there at the finish. He's been working hard to get this line down, I'll tell you that.
Been there.
He's just got to show it. All right, into that outer zone. Losing a little bit of angle of a little correction there. Into the touch and goes. Some decent angle in that inner zone. A little shallow. Ooh, going a little harder than he wants to go, and he hits 2 tires over the green. That's going to be a DNF for that second run.
Drop. There was also another tire drop. That double.
Doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, it washes out that second one.
He's gonna get a 15 for line in the first run for me, just because that first.
I have to go with, yeah, my first run I got a 25 on that.
Yeah, he got a 16 on his first run for angle.
All right. So 51, 20, 30, 40, 51, 56. 66, sorry. So 66 for ESD. 25, 30, 40. I don't know if that is a 56. Yeah, 56. Sorry. All right, next up we got Rye.
You said it's Rye?
Yeah, Rise up.
Team Complex.
Yeah, we got Team Complex in the building.
Coming up to the cone.
We have over, I think we have 15 or 16 teams that were registered.
Do we?
On the registration list.
Oh wow.
Yeah, a ton of different teams on the ballot today. Team Complex holds the Drift Complex Series. Got Rye coming up for his run. All right, into the initiation. Good angle. Yeah, nice delivery on that thing.
I like that green.
Right.
Like that teal green. Pops against that yellow. Still in the zone.
Yep, fulfilling all those zones, getting deep into that zone, a little bit of a correction there.
He grew up playing the board game Risk, because them tires in that white line weren't playing.
Yes, for real.
It was a risky situation, man. He was getting close. It was great.
All right, we got Rye coming up.
Solid initiation. Solid first zone. Keeping that angle above 40. Getting out of that first touch and go. Almost bringing 2 tires onto it. Great. Touching that touch and go. Great. A little wide on the inner there. Tire drop over the line there. A little too much angle correction to a tire drop. Overall, not a bad run though.
Strong finish. And that first run was...
Yeah, he's getting a 22 on that first run for me.
I'm going with a 33.
All right. What about you, Gabe?
Yeah, on the first run, he had a good old 21. On the second run, it was a little bit better for me. I'm going to give him a 23 on the second run.
Okay. For his first run was better for you, Justin?
What's that?
His first run was better for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We got a 76 there. Good run, right? All right, next up is Elusive.
And that's for Sod. He drives for Sod.
I think SOD stands for Secrets of Drifting because they seem to know something we don't.
Definitely not Speed.
All right, Elusive into the initiation. Good angle. Nice first outer zone here. Fulfilling that completely. A little shallow on the touch and go. And misses the rumbles on the second touch and go. In that inner zone. On the white line almost for that first touch and go. On the rumbles. In the outer zone. Fulfilling it. Good angle. Good speed.
Very solid, Elusive. Good run, good run.
Elusive, the RTR, SOD RTR. Sponsored by Nitro. Coming into the outer zone here. Good angle coming out of that. Comes out a little bit early. A little shallow on the touch and goes. Coming into the inner zone here, right up on that white line. Coming into the first touch and go, second touch and go. Oh, and he's going to hit with a DNF by dropping 2 tires outside of that green zone. Unfortunate for a good run.
Safe first run though. I mean, you got one in the back like that, you can be a little more risky, you know?
Right.
All right, so that's gonna be that's gonna be a 24 for me.
Yeah, angle-wise, I'm gonna hit him with a 22, just because he dropped down into the 30-ish degree zone on that first outer clip.
All right. What about you?
I'm going with a 30.
30. All right. So 76 total. Another 76 back to backs. Good run, Elusive. All right. Next up is Austin. SOD. Austin's a noob, I think.
What's up?
Austin's a noob. SOD.
Just one moment.
We're about to find out if he really is a noob.
Let's go.
with the way that Challenger is set up. Looks like we got Dominic Toretto on the field. Into the outer zone, a little shallow on the angle there, dropping a tire. Decent fulfillment there. Onto the rumble, hitting the second rumble, going into the inner clip, dropping a tire on the inner, into the outer, touch and goes. Here we go on the rumbles, into the green zone. He looks like he might have dropped the tire there on that outer zone.
I don't know that he dropped tires on either of those zones.
Nope, he painted that line. There was no separation.
Yeah.
I was right on him with the drone.
Okay, all right.
He painted both of those zones.
Okay, painting the lines, painting the lines.
Did he drop a tire on the inner?
On the inner, yes, he put the tire on the rumble.
Okay.
The two outer zones he didn't drop though.
Okay. I forgot that you're not counting if as long as there's not separation. All right, into the outer zone here. Good angle there.
Very solid.
Hitting the touch and goes. Good angle coming into the inner clip here. Good solid driving.
Perfect.
Nice fulfillment of these zones. Getting in that green zone there. Deep in there, almost on that white line.
That is a almost perfect run.
Yeah,
That second run was amazing.
It's definitely a great run for sure.
So the first run I had a 30, and then this one I had a 36. The zone fulfillment for that style was just, that was great.
Sure. What do you have for angle in that second run, Gabe? Because that second run's going to be the one that takes it for sure.
Yeah, that second run, I'm not even going to count the first one. The second run, it was definitely had to be at 24 just because he was very consistent, very smooth.
So that's an 87. Solid run, dude. That's our highest run of the day so far, and deservedly so.
Yeah, it is.
Great run, Austin. Next up is D4NK Man.
All right, we all know what D4 Ankman stands for. It's Dankman. He's coming up to the plate. He's coming up to the plate in what is supposed to be a rally car, and he is taking this thing out into this outer zone. Is it a rally car? It might be a track car, but either way, it's not really meant for drifting, and he is making sure that he makes it right for drifting. Look at this, hitting those zones, onto the rumbles, into this last outer zone. A little bit of a correction there on his angle, but very solid run.
I'd like to see improvement in a couple areas there, but that was overall a pretty good run there.
Yep, solid run.
Angle, tiny bit deeper, but overall solid.
Yep. It's going to get him some points on the board, that's for sure.
All right, well, here we go.
All right, Dankman into the initiation. Big angle on the initiation. A little shallow on initiate on this outer zone with angle coming into the touch and goes.
Great first touch.
Good consistency here.
Go wide on that inner.
Yep, getting right up on those rumbles in this outer zone. Nice fulfillment there. Another solid run.
Definitely.
Just consistent. Just a very consistent driver.
I think the first run was just a slightly better run. I'm going to go with a 22 on the first and a 20 on the second for me.
Okay. Angle wise, his.
First one.
Okay.
Sorry about that. 32 on the first one.
No, you're
29
good.
On the second one.
Yeah, on the first run, he had a little bit of correction, very shallow on angle on that outer zone, and a correction in the last outer zone. I'm gonna have to give him a 19 on his first run, and I'm going to give him a 21 on the second.
So that's still going to be the first round total. So 22, 32, 41, 73 total. Good run, Dunk. Good run, Dank, man. Good runs. All right, so that will do it for this group. You guys can all bail out of this room, and we will post top 16 brackets when qualifiers are done. And I will go into.
All right, here we are.
Our last group.
Oh, you go ahead.
Last 10 qualifiers here. From 17 through 26. We're gonna get this get this sealed up here and get these last qualifiers done.
For sure. Got Team Berserk, we got Drift Gods, we got LDT, and here we got GDA in this room. Got some very good drivers here.
First up here is Pokoi. Whenever you're ready, pull on up the cone car.
This live
Oh yeah, I
man.
can't forget about Team Hellbound.
Pull up a little further, Pokoi. So you're about a half a car length away. There you go, right there.
This livery that he's rocking right here is dope.
Yeah, it's nice. Hitting
Not
all
real,
those
too.
neon colors. Here we go.
Pokoi's on a wheel.
Okoi into the initiation. Yeah, this whole team is all wheel user. So this is impressive driving by Okoi here. A little shallow on that touch and go. To this is outer zone, getting shallow towards the end of that outer zone. Dropping out of the green.
Overall, not too shabby.
But a solid run. Yep, not too shabby. Definitely some improvements can be made. I'm sure he'll adjust and get that line in check.
Even
go.
though they are still being judged under the same credentials as everybody else.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, good angle in this first outer zone. A little shallow coming out early. Misses the touch and go, misses the second touch and go on the rumbles. Very shallow on the inner clip, shallow on that touch and go. Gets on the rumbles for that last touch and go and into this outer zone here with a tire drop. But again, he's getting some points on the board.
Yeah, definitely getting some points on the board. Not a DNF.
Yes, definitely. These are all positives.
So that first run is clearly going to be the better run for me. As far as the line's concerned, it's going to be a 17 for me.
Yeah. For that.
So for style, go ahead, Gabe.
No, you're good. You're good. Go ahead.
For style on that one, definitely the commitment was there. Balls to the wall the entire time. Just with the fulfillment itself on it, man. For the first run. Second run was a little lower, so first run is going to be my count run of 28.
Yeah. Angle wise, his first run, it was there was some areas of improvement for sure, but I would say he got a 19, and then the second run, probably, I think he improved a little bit on his angle, so gave him a 21 for his second run.
Okay. All right. So first run is going to be 64. Not bad overall. Not bad overall. Next up is your mom. Your mom was my first.
Hey, Mom.
So, dude.
Calling your mom.
How you doing, man? How you doing?
Oh, yeah.
Don't make your mama jokes now.
What high hopes for you?
All right, we got your mom with Team GDA and his R34. Coming to the initiation. Decent angle here on the initiation. Trying to hold that outer zone, getting shallow, dropped out of the green zone there. Just barely touching the touch and go, drops the tire on the second touch and go. Coming into these second pairs of touch and goes, drops the tire over the white line, hitting the bulls, safe there, getting into the green zone. A little shallow, dropping off early, but a solid run, getting some points on the board by your mom. Was my first.
That's funny. Gets me every time.
The question is, what was she the first in? Like, was she your first, racing driver? Like, was she like?
She was his first ballet.
She was your first diaper change.
Please be mindful on how you answer this.
It was the first diaper change.
First ballet.
All right. Yep, first ballet coach coming into the first outer zone. Good fulfillment there, dropping out a little early, getting onto the rumbles for that touch and go. Onto the second rumble for that touch and go in the inner clip, dropping out of the inner a little bit earlier than we'd like, painting that white line on the rumbles for the second touch and go there, or the fourth one I should say, into this last outer zone, right in the middle of it. Another solid run, improving on his first run for sure, I'd say.
Sure, I'd say so.
First run was a 26, second run was a 28.
I gave him a 15 first run, 18 second run.
Yeah, on his first run, it was a 16. Second run gave him a 19.
All right, so 65. 65, your mom. Next up is Sticky. Mr. Stickiness.
From Team Berserk.
It must be humid outside. I'm just gonna say that. All right, Team Berserk and the Chaser, Mr. Sticky, getting in this outer zone here with some decent angle hitting there, hitting it how it should be hit, getting onto the rumbles for the touch and go. Second touch and go, getting right up on there how it should be done in this inner zone. Looks like he might have dropped a tire onto the rumbles, but we have to look back at that for sure. Get some second eyes. Drops the tire into the green zone on that last touch and go. Into the outer zone, getting nice and deep in there. Good angle all around.
Definitely a solid run. This dude's nothing to play with, man.
Yeah, he didn't.
Dude's a beast.
He didn't drop a tire on the rumbles on the inner there.
Did he not? Okay.
No,
Just
no.
want to confirm that.
That was very
He definitely dropped one though. One was dropped on the rumble for the fourth touch and go.
Yeah.
He did hit green. I watched it
Yeah.
fall. I wasn't
Yeah.
gonna count it if the car didn't fall.
You can still
The
see.
car did fall.
You can still see the mark there.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Sticky. I don't know why I'm calling him Mr. Sticky, but we're going into the initiation. Mr. is my father.
Solid.
Anyway, we're gonna.
Almost 50.
Yes.
Doing that that was great. One time.
Rumble strip to rumble strip.
And some.
Completely filled. Hang a white line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, drops the tire in that last
One
zone.
tire drop in the very end, but other than that, that was pretty damn.
That second run
It was almost perfect.
that was fucking immaculate, my guy.
Very well done, except for that tire drop. That was very, very, very well done. I'm gonna give him a 26 line.
I'm going with a 36 on that second run, and it would have been a 40, and it would have been my first 40th run of the day, except for that drop. 36.
What about you for angle, Gabe?
He got a 21 on his first run. Just seen him drop into that 30-degree area in that first outer zone. So the second run I gave him a 24.
All right, so it's gonna be 86.
He's definitely up there competing for close to first in qualifiers off that run.
So that's our second highest qualifier so far.
Yep.
All right, next up we got Key.
From MTR.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Where is Key?
I don't see him in the room.
All right. Well, we can move him back. Next up is Kyoto Powers.
Okay.
And this is Manji.
Key-
So
Key just
Manji rebranded,
Key is in the V.
and they are now under the name Kyoto Motorsport. And we're actually sponsored
What up?
with Kyoto and hosting top 16 comps for them.
All right, this is Austin's first run here. A little shower on
gets
the
it.
there.
Lagged. Who the hell joined?
a lap.
No, that was a lot.
Go ahead and get you a restart.
We did
We'll
have
get-
someone join.
It's key join.
Yep, you get that restart.
It's all
That
right.
doesn't.
We'll restart you.
You get a restart.
And then we're gonna run Key will run you next.
Let him get up here and off the track, and then we'll start. I'll let y'all know when he's pulled it around.
Here real quick.
I'm gonna wait till he's completely parked.
I'm already off
Yeah,
the track.
baby.
Oh, you're
Run one.
watching, never
He's
mind.
good to go.
Got Mr. Austin Powers, Team Kyoto. In the initiation here. Dropping a tire in that first outer zone. A little bit of a angle correction there. Coming into the touch and goes. A little late. Misses the second touch and go there. Way wide
That's
on
that
the
one
outer
you're
clip.
talking
Misses
about.
that.
That would be an example for everybody who's watching the stream at the moment to understand. For that inner clip there, that is a prime example of a chase driver. And not talking down on the run, but it is definitely a learning piece of equipment there for what he just did. So definitely on this inner clip, if that lead driver goes wide and takes us outside rumble strip, that chase can still pass on the inner clip here, as long as it's a clean pass. Definitely doable. Very good for the second run.
Okay.
All right, let's hope he can make the necessary improvements here on his second qualifying run.
Oh yeah, he will.
He's
Awesome.
definitely an active top.
Good initiation.
All right.
Solid outer here. Solid out.
Good initiation, solid angle the entire zone.
Solid in that zone.
Hitting the
Look out
rumbles.
there, he's making.
Misses the rumbles.
Very nice, dude.
Getting on that inner zone there. Painting that white line, getting on those instead of rumbles. Painting that white line on that last outer zone.
Very
A little bit of
nice,
a correction
dude.
there, but very solid run. Made a ton of improvement there.
I'm gonna have to go for my second run being the better run.
Definitely.
Definitely.
28.
I'm gonna give him a 24 just because of that shallow second touch and go. But other than that, that was a great run, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with a 24 as well.
Alrighty, so we got 76. Good run there, good run. Next up,
Thank you.
next up we got E.
MTR key.
All right, we got Team MTR Key up to the plate. And it's S15. Into initiation, good angle in there. Into the first outer zone, a little bit of correction, drops out of the green zone there, coming out early. Into the touch and goes, misses the rumbles on both of the touch and goes. In the inner clip there, inner zone there, great fulfillment. A little shallow on those touch and goes, but into this last outer zone, fulfilling it, but a little shallow from what we'd like to see. Solid run though, nonetheless. Gonna get some points on the board for MTR.
Definitely.
Recky's second qualifying run here for Team MTR. Into the initiation. Good initiation here into the first outer zone, sorry. A little bit of a correction there. Misses the rumbles on that first touch and go. Hits those rumbles on that second one. He made sure of it. Getting into that inner zone. Misses the first set of the second set of touch and goes. Misses the rumbles on the second pair. And into the green zone. Another run where he's going to get some points on the board. It's not the best run, but it's still a solid run.
Definitely. I'd give him a 16 on both.
I'm going with a 24. And then a 20 on the first run, so 24.
All right.
Yeah, he's going to get a 17 on the first one, and I gave him a 19 on the second one.
Well, so 24 is a 49. Wait. Sorry. 35 and 24 is a 59. 59. Next up is Iffy. From Team DGC.
So who do we have up?
Iffy from DGC.
Iffy but iffy.
GC.
DGC Iffy.
Team DGC up here. Got Iffy and his 370Z.
He's on a wheel too.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, this whole team is on wheel. Good initiation here in this outer zone. A little bit of a correction in the outer zone. Missing the rumbles on that first session go and on the second. Coming into the inner zone here. A little bit of a correction there as well. Shallow on the inner zone. Missing the rumbles on that last touch and go. Struggling to get in this outer zone. But a good solid run, putting some points on the board. If he repping the Irish flag. Coming into the first outer zone here. Good angle. That's what I like to see right there. Good solid angle coming into the touch and goes. Missing the first pair of rumbles though. Hitting the second ones into the first inner zone there. And the touch and goes. Missing those last set of rumbles. Getting a little deeper into that last outer zone. Definitely a little bit of an improvement there on that second run.
Definitely. Got into those outer zones way better.
Yes, definitely for sure.
He's gonna get a 19 on that second run from me.
Yeah, I gave him 18 on his first run. A little squirrely. And then on his second run, I bumped it up a little bit. He did a little bit better. I gave him a 20.
Justin?
I'm going to have to go with 32.
All right. So 71 total. Next up, we got Bugsy. Bugsy Bogues. And where is Bugsy? Bugsy is not in here. So next up is Ratchet. And Ratchet is not in here. So next up is Ruthless.
From Hellbound. If they don't show, pull them off the list.
Yep.
By the end of this run, if they don't show, pull them from the list.
All right, team Hellbound. We got Ruthless, James, and his Viper. All right, in this out of zone, getting really shallow, dropping out of the green zone way early. into the inner, the touch and goes, missing the rumbles on both, dropping a tire on that inner zone. Really shallow on that touch and go. Second touch and go misses the rumbles. Coming into the green zone, last of the outer zone, late, but pulling it out towards the end. Gonna get some points on the board for sure. No DNFs there. A little bit of improvement to be made, but knowing Ruthless, he'll make some adjustments. Alright, coming to the initiation. Good angle on the initiation. Good angle in this outer zone. Keeping one tire out, one tire in. Missing those rumbles. Getting it out to those rumbles. Dropping the tire there on that touch and go into the inner zone. Good fulfillment there. Shallow on that outer zone. Getting on the rumble strips there on that last touch and go. And fulfilling out this last zone way better this time.
That was a 17-second run for me.
I'm gonna go with a 29 for my higher score.
Yeah,
Second run to me is definitely better.
His second run was definitely better.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the 29.
Okay, good.
Yeah, for his second run, I gave him a 20.
All right, 66. All right, Captain Token, you're up next. Captain Tokes. Yeah.
One moment. Good to go.
Is this Dale? Is that Dale in that car?
Do it for
He's
Dale.
about to do it for Dale.
It's the Intimidator.
Captain Tokes. And his Nissan Laurel. Is that a Nissan Laurel? Is that correct?
Man, what a good looking car that is. Great fulfillment of that zone. A little shallow there. A little tiny bit shallow there. Coming out of this inner zone though. Leaves the zone just a tiny bit early. Great clip there. Solid clip there. Gets all the way out to the edge of that zone. A little shallow here, but he's gonna finish out. Pretty good, pretty good. Stayed about even all the way through the zone. Not a bad run.
Yeah, pretty good. All right, into the initiation here, into this first outer zone. Good angle here, keeping good, solid, consistent angle through that entire zone, fulfilling it nicely, getting on the rumbles.
Beautiful. Very solid.
Yes,
Yeah,
nice.
this is
Nice driving by Captain Tokes here. He's very smooth on those controls,
definitely
you can see that.
very fluid. Yeah, that was a solid run in there.
Definitely solid.
Yeah, that second run for me was definitely a little better.
Yep.
Yes, it was. He did it for Dale.
31.
For the second.
What about you,
For the
Gabe?
second.
Yep.
What about you?
The second run was a better score for me. It's going to be a 23. And the first one was a 21.
All right, so we're 40 minutes. 70, 76 there. And Bugsy and Ratchet are not here, I don't think. So that is going to conclude our qualifying. All right, so everybody can bail, and we will post the brackets here in a little bit, about
Okie
Make
dokie.
your way back to the other chat. We'll be back with the stream. We're gonna start back within 15 minutes. We should be back by 4 o'clock Central.
76
To
token.
start back up. So if you're
Okay.
on stream and you're watching this,
Yeah, 70.
4 p.m. latest is gonna be the start time back for the top 16. We're gonna take a small intermission, let that happen, and we'll be right back.
or Tokes, sorry. Let us know when you're ready.
I'm gonna go deafen. So just I'm just gonna flash my lights when I'm ready.
Yep. I'll flash, you flash, I flash 3 times.
Let me know when somebody's not driving so I can join them.
Let me know when you're ready, Justin.
Ready?
All right.
All right, we have Austin and Captain Tokes coming up for the initiation. Good outer zone here by Austin. Good touch and goes, getting right in there. In that inner zone, doing an amazing job there. Wow. Very nice outer zone here in this last part. Great job by Austin. All right, Captain Tokes in the lead this time. Austin in the chase. Good initiation by Captain Tokes. Ooh, looks like he dropped a tire in that first outer zone.
I'm gonna have to go with Austin.
Good run by both
I'm
drivers.
gonna have to go with Austin.
Austin definitely got the higher score on that one.
Right. Even I couldn't see. I was like, oh my gosh, his car disappeared.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Austin will advance.
Yeah, I'm going with Austin.
Yeah, Austin takes the W.
Good run, Captain.
I still love you,
Austin
Captain.
did that on purpose. He chose that car for that reason.
Next up is Sticky and Iffy. Sticky is leading.
Do I leave the lobby?
You can hang around till this top 8's done if you want. It's not gonna slip anything.
Something's going on with the bracket. It's not letting me advance.
It's alright, I got it written down.
Oh, wow.
All right, we got Sticky, Nips, and Iffy.
Hang on.
First initiation here. Great job by Sticky getting to that outer zone.
Wow.
Amazing job by Sticky. Going through the touch and goes, fulfilling those zones. Right up on that white line. Getting that zone fulfillment to the max.
Oh, great run, Sticky. Good follow, Iffy. Good runs, guys. Solid.
Yeah, solid run by both drivers.
Don't run yet. Sticky just led that, right?
It should be.
Yeah,
It should be in the server, posted up. It's posted up all over the place.
you my bet.
That's
Let us
weird.
know when you're ready. Justin.
If you,
Ready. I just needed time to swap.
yep.
Damn, I put it on the wrong one.
All right, Iffy and Sticky.
Look, give me time to
Sticky in the
swap
chase. Iffy getting out there in that zone, through the touch and goes.
Iffy's closing that gap quick. Beautiful transition. In that zone. Getting right up on that door. What a run. Good
Look
run.
at that.
That is, for me, going to go to Sticky.
Yeah, for lead, it's gonna go to Sticky on my end. Just lead to lead.
Yeah, chase to chase. It's Sticky too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Good runs, guys. Good runs.
Good runs.
Next up is El Wedo and DTI. Let
Give me a second.
me know when you're ready, Justin. And Wedo is leading.
All right.
All right, we got El Wedo and Ace. El Wedo coming into that first outer zone, getting all the angle that he needs, pushing it out into the touch and goes.
Little bum didn't
Ace in the
Yeah, a little bit of
chase.
contact on the chase.
Probably he didn't do much to his line though. He still held that line, hit it pretty good. Little bump.
Another little bump.
Oh, little bump made him miss that touch and go. That is unfortunately going to count against Ace for that.
Hang on.
Pull up a little forward, Ace. There you go. So when you're ready, Justin.
We got Justin on the drone, killing it with that drone
Okay.
cam. All right, we got Ace and El Wedo. Ace in the lead, El Wedo in the chase. LFA and RTR. Here we go. Into the first outer zone. El Wedo in the chase, right on his bumper. Coming into the touch and goes. A little shallow there by Ace, but fulfills that second touch and go.
A little wide there.
Right into the inner zone. Oop, gets out right on the white line, hitting those rumbles. Fulfillment, giant fulfillment of that last outer zone. Good job by Ace.
I think Wedo filled the zone.
Proximity.
Wedo filled the zones a little
Yeah.
better and had better proximity.
Yeah, definitely in the chase for sure.
Yeah.
And also, Ace dropped a tire on the chase as well. Plus just a little contact.
Yeah.
Maybe a point.
Yeah, the contact making El Wedo miss that outer
Being
touch and go.
multiple, I'm gonna deduct 1 point, but
I think that's going to go to Wedo for sure.
Yeah, I think El Wedo's taking this one.
Yep. Good run, Wedo. Good run, Ace.
Yep, good run, Ace.
Next up
Good
is
run, El Wedo.
Stig and Dankman. And Stig, you are leading.
1 second. And who's chase?
Dankman?
Cornering Artist is his team, correct?
I'm not sure. Let us know when you're ready, Justin.
Good to go.
Drift Stig and Dankman in the chase. Here we go. Good initiation by Stig.
I think there was a little bit of confusion right there.
A little confusion on the takeoff there.
Yeah, with the lights there, because Drift Stig kept flashing his.
Okay.
That's why he left him in the
chase. Yeah.
But he caught up there and gained proximity really well.
He did. Chase is a race, we say.
I think we need to run that back because of a false start. Not a false start, but confused.
Okay. I can second that for sure.
He just left him in the dust because the communication was wrong. So I'm gonna flash once.
Exactly.
Both of you guys flash, then I flash 3 times to go. All right.
Yeah, so all drivers just remember, lead doesn't mean you need to take off from a dig and get to the initiation before the chase. Definitely give that to the chase to allow for the initiation.
There we go.
All right, we got a proper start this time with Stig in the lead. Fulfilling that zone, painting that white line on that outer zone, getting out into the touch and goes on the rumble strips. Ooh, misses those rumble strips for those extra points, but he still fulfills that zone, coming out of the inner zone here into the touch and goes. Barely touching those rumble strips, dropping a tire and painting the line with the other on that last outer zone. Overall, beautiful driving by Drift Stig. We're going to see if Dankman can put out an equal or better run for his lead, and how well Drift Stig does for his chase run here. Alright, we got Dankman in the lead with Drift Gods, DGS. Coming into the outer zone, dropping a tire, big correction there by Dankman. I don't know if that was due to the chase car, but we'll have to look at that. And going into the inner zone here, a little bit shallower than what we'd like to see. And on that first touch and go, getting on the rumbles on the second one, fulfilling this last outer zone very nicely. Good run by Dankman.
I think that's gonna go to Stig for me.
Yeah, I think Drift Stig is gonna have to take that as well.
All right, you guys get a run. We are done. We can run it 2 ways, Justin. We can run this full 8 and then the next full 8 and then the finals, or we can run the top 16. And
Straight.
how do you want to run?
Yep, straight down the bracket.
All right, guys. You guys can all bail. Austin, Sticky, Wedo, Stig. This will probably take another 20, 25 minutes or so to run these next 4 runs, and then we'll come back into VC and grab you guys again. Thank you, guys. I'll go grab the other guys real quick.
Okay, I was about to trip it out.
Our first run.
Live stream is still running.
1-800-288.
Zero chills.
Say that again? No, I misheard you.
Our first run is Zero Chill and Kyoto Powers, and Zero Chill is running. I'm just telling Justin for the stream.
Oh.
But you can pull up here if you want. Your
leader
Chase,
or
Chase.
Chase.
Zero Chill's leading.
We got 2 Austins in the competition. One has power and one is a noob. All right, we have Zero Chill and Austin Powers, our second set of 8 drivers here, 4 battles here. Here we go. Zero Chill in the lead, Austin Powers in the chase. All right, we're sending them off. Zero Chill coming into the initiation. Good initiation here, coming into the outer zone. Big angle, and he loses Austin Powers as Austin drops out of the green zone. Zero Chill hitting the touch and goes. Austin getting back on his door, not leaving without a fight. All right, we got Zero Chill coming out of the touch and go, dropping a tire out of that rumble and filling this outer zone, running away from Austin Powers.
Did you drop a tire there?
I don't think I
looked
did.
like he
I
dropped
mean,
the
you guys
tire.
can look at it.
I don't know. They didn't even leave a mark on the ground. I think his tire was still in the air from the rumbles.
Just on my screen, it looked like he did.
Everybody's opinion matters.
Either
so-
way, Austin Powers dropped 2 tires out of that outer zone. He completely had an incomplete run. Yeah, he dropped a tire. On my screen, I see a tire drop into that last green zone. But like I said, either way, he DNF'd.
It might have just not shown up on my screen.
But anything can happen here with Austin in the lead. Zero Chill in the chase. We've seen crazy things happen, so nothing is out of the question. Austin Powers dropping tire in that last outer zone. And this one's going to have to go to Zero Chill.
Yep.
Zero Chill's gonna take it.
Good run, Zero. Good run, guys. Next up is Sideswipe and Elusive. Sideswipe is leaving.
And you said Sod Elusive.
Yep. Give us just a second here to set up, guys.
Good to go.
All right, we got Sideswipe and Elusive. Team NTR and SOD. It's not the first, it wouldn't be the first time that this chaser has debuted in one of our competitions. Actually, podium in our last competition.
Yeah,
Sideswipe coming through the touch and goes. Nice driving here by Sideswipe. Elusive getting right up on that door. Look at that fulfillment, right almost onto that white line, painting it. Look at that.
Solid, very solid lead and chase. Great runs, guys.
Yes, this one is going to be hard.
Yeah, this is going to be a burner.
That wasn't a good pun.
Make a difference.
Ooh, burn.
Good splash.
Now, Sideswipe has to be careful because he is a little elusive. Here we go as he's into this first outer zone. It's the touch and goes. A little shallow on that touch and go. A little shallow on that one, but still hitting the zones. Into the last pair of touch and goes here. Getting right up on those rumbles. Into the green outer zone here. Getting all that angle and fulfillment out of that run. That was a great run by Elusive and Sideswipe again.
I'm going to have to give a slight advantage to Sideswipe for the zone fulfillment on the touch and goes and the second outer.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you there.
Both chases were pretty close. Sideswipe had a little bit cleaner transitions.
Yeah, Sideswipe just had better zone fulfillment, if I'm honest.
Good runs, guys.
He got some X factor points for getting on those rumbles.
That one goes to Sideswipe. Next one up is Ronnie and Rye, and Ronnie is leading. And when you pull up here, just give us a second to set up the names for the stream.
Ronnie's leading.
Is Chaser allowed to roll, like roll the light? Or no?
Yeah, you can roll after the second light.
Okay, bye.
Ready, Justin?
Yep.
All right, got Ronnie and Rye. Rye's getting right up on that door, making him have a little bit of correction after that contact. Ronnie getting into that zone, hitting the touch and goes, drops a tire on that second touch and go into the second or the inner zone here, fulfilling that drop, hitting on that white line onto that last touch and go there.
That's
And
great.
Ronnie fulfilling that last outer zone.
Just the one
Yes.
tire drop. Good run, Ronnie. Good run. Good damn good chase too. A little bump at the
That
start
was
there.
Yep.
Rock Ronnie's ship a little bit, but
Yeah, I did not expect you to go so inside so soon. My bad, man.
Still good
All right.
runs. All right. Got Rye and Ronnie. Rye's in the lead this time. Coming into this first outer zone, getting on the gas, pulling all that angle as much as he can. Into the touch and goes, getting on to touch and goes on the rumbles. Ronnie right on that door. Looks like he might have dropped a tire into that inner Rye. And coming up to the last outer zone. Good fulfillment here. Oh, we have a lag jump here. That's going to be a redo, I think.
it is going.
We're definitely running that back.
That's going to be a reload.
Who are you running that?
He
Yeah.
strikes
Yeah.
again.
I thought we were good since it was at the end.
No.
No, you guys you didn't finish. It wasn't past the finish line.
Well, I see what he's saying. They got the complete run in except for like right at the last outer zone, so we could technically call it off of that.
Yeah, we could technically say how it's going to finish, I guess, but
I mean, we've seen the proximity of what was there. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not
but
like that was
Ronnie
changed
jumped in
second.
front
I mean,
of his
Rye,
car, but, I mean,
if you want to run it back, I'll run it back with you. It's up to you, dog.
It's such a. I mean. Yeah. Yeah, fuck it.
I at least want to see this. I at least want to see this run done again. We can rerun both runs.
It's up to you guys. Whatever you guys want.
No, we can just rerun my chase.
There's gotta be, okay, so there's gonna be a rerun. I'm gonna leave it up to you two as being the drivers, what y'all agree upon. If y'all just want to do this run or redo both. If so, just run it from here and we'll swap after this run. If not, we can just do this run.
What do you want to do, Ronnie?
I mean, we can just do this one. I mean, I don't care if you want to do the whole thing over. I don't mind.
It's a weird spot, man. I honestly don't care.
Call it, dude. It's a competition, man. It's no hard feelings. Call it what you want.
Fuck it.
Run
You
the
just
whole-
want to you just
run
want
the whole-
to like
run the
it's
whole
an
thing.
OMT. You just
Run the
wanna
whole
run like
thing.
it's an
Yeah,
OMT?
fuck it. Let's do both. Let's swap.
Alright,
Run
fuck it.
Run the whole
Alright, bro.
thing.
No, stay there. Stay
no,
there,
no,
stay
no,
there,
no.
stay
Oh,
there.
I
He
led first,
leads
though.
this time.
We're not running like an OMT. We're just running the whole thing over again.
Yeah.
And Rye's just gonna lead.
Yeah.
We're gonna start from
All right,
here.
all right.
Y'all are gonna get your runs.
All right. Okay. All right. 1, 2.
All right, Ronnie in the lead this time. Ronnie in the chase. We are doing a rerun due to that lag. All right, very nice fulfillment here by Rye. Ronnie right on that door though, hitting those rumble strips. Big angle throw right here by Rye, getting into that inner zone, but Ronnie's not leaving that door, I'll tell you that. Getting on those rumble strips again for those X Factor points, but dropping a tire in that last outer zone, unfortunately. And Ronnie is right there knocking at his door.
Same run, dude.
Dang.
Nasty lead and chase by both drivers.
Yeah, I'm looking at the drone cam. That was so close to not being a drop, but it was. Great run.
Okay. I'm ready.
All right, Ronnie and Rye. Ronnie in the lead this time. Ronnie in the lead, coming in this outer zone. Good fulfillment there. Into the touch and goes, getting right into this first inner zone here, right on the white line. Almost touching the white line on that touch and go. Good fulfillment here in this last outer zone, painting that white line. Let's go.
Fucking beautiful runs, dude.
Man, that is
Wow,
tough.
dude, that
To
is.
me, that chase run, man. To me, Rye's chase run was closer, man. He was. He didn't go nowhere.
Ronnie
He
didn't
was-
have any tire
he was
drops, right?
within-
Yeah,
Who
Ronnie
tied-
didn't have any tire drops. Rye had a
Who-
tire drop.
They had
that chase
solid.
Run, I'm just saying that the chase run to me, I'm calling it off chase run only. Chase run goes to Rye.
True, but
Yeah.
Rye had a tire drop on his lead, and Ronnie didn't.
Mhm.
But
Yep.
also,
Yeah,
Rye,
lead to
I'm
lead.
strictly
Yeah.
watching chase.
yeah, Rye's lead was his lead was excellent too, except for that tire drop. But he filled out the zones really well too, and had so much.
So I guess it comes down to lead.
The only part that Ronnie didn't do as well would be that second touch and go where he didn't get on the rumbles, but he still did. He fulfilled the zone still. He just didn't get those X factor points for getting on the rumbles. And Rye just had that tire drop.
I would think I just have to go one more time, an actual one more time this time.
Let's do it.
Because that lead by Rye was so good but that tire drop,
All right.
which kind of
There's
canceled out.
two out of three. One more time. Let's do it.
Ronnie, you're gonna lead.
Yeah. So again, Ronnie lead.
I think Rye bounced.
Little premature bounce.
Well,
there.
we'll wait and see what happens with him, and if
Right
He's
after
still
his
in the
run,
room.
he
He's
started going
just
left. I
like
don't know,
AFK.
something might have crashed.
all right, well let's do Mama
Give him-
Chill and Rossi's run. We can come back to your guys's.
She just stepped away to use the restroom. If she could get like a 2-minute.
Yeah, that's
he's
fine.
gone now.
Can you
Take a slight intermission.
Next up, we've got Mama Chill and Rossi going to come up to the line here. Get these names situated on the stream board here so you guys can see who's leading and chasing. And Mama Chill will be leading.
All right.
So this is the
We
last run
got
at the top 16.
GDA.
That it is.
We'll get to this technical here in a second with Ronnie and Rye.
What?
But we're good to go for this run.
All right.
All right, here we go. Mama Chill and Rossi. Our second Chaser versus RTR matchup. Mama Chill in that outer zone. Great fulfillment. Good angle here by Mama Chill. Rossi's right on that bumper. Coming into the inner clip. A little bit shallow in that inner clip, but still good fulfillment. Into the rumbles, getting that X Factor point. Ooh, dropped a tire. Looks like she might have dropped a tire in that. Or is that
I
a
don't think
paint?
it was a tire drop, and if it was caused by the bump.
Okay, okay.
I'm looking at it right now, and there is. It doesn't matter. It was caused by the bump, and I don't think there's.
Yeah, I was about to say it looked like it either could have been from the bump.
Yeah, I think it was from the bump. So
Would you
that's
be
not.
so heartless?
I'm good to go.
Would you? Oops.
Okay, Rossi in the lead. Mama Chill in the chase. Rossi fulfilling that outer zone with a ton of angle and speed. Just absolutely dominating the field. Ooh, with a, looks like he might have had a tire drop. Really wide on this inner zone there. Painting that white line on the touch and go. Getting on the rumble strips. Getting those X Factor points into this last zone. Great fulfillment and driving by Rossi and Mama Chill.
On the chase, the major contact into the inner clip for Mama Chill.
That is a decel zone. That's what
But the decel is optional from the lead if he has the angle.
And I think, Rossi's lead was slightly better as far as zone fulfillment, except for.
There's definitely proximity between the two differences of the drivers as well.
Yeah,
Bigger proximity gap for Mama Chill.
Big gap, yeah.
It was a great run though. That's the thing though. The run was great. It was a solid chase. It's just the proximity between the lead. I think he got the jump coming through the initiation, and then he was good to go.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, between Rossi just giving her maybe a tire drop and her bumping him like that, making him miss an entire zone, and the proximity, I have to say Rossi.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Rossi's moving on there.
I have a question. Is it okay if I ask a question?
Absolutely.
When we were coming around the inside, I didn't hit him until he was already outside of that inside. I didn't push him out of that zone. He was already out of it when I hit him. And I hit him because he was out of it. So is that what you guys are calling as me pushing him out of a zone?
No, it's not that you pushed him, but it's just the amount of contact that was there. I'm not judging the push, it's the contact.
Okay. All right, thank you.
All right. We're gonna cross our fingers and pray here, guys.
All right.
Are we about to do it? So Ronnie's gonna lead this. Ronnie, I'll start with the lead.
Good runs, Rossi. I forgot to say that.
I'm having internet issues now.
Good runs, Mom.
Oh, that's great.
I'm at 130 ping.
Yeah, bro, these storms are fucking me up. I have two different Wi-Fi's as well, and I connected to both of them. They both ain't having it.
I'm Ethernet cabled.
Your ping is good right now.
And I'm at 130
Ronnie
ping
that
right now.
has the high ping now.
Fuck it, bud. Full send.
Yeah, I know a thing or two about connection.
Okay, we're good.
All right, you're down. Let's run it quick.
Yeah, before that ping comes back with a vengeance.
Be back with that. There we go.
All right, Ronnie in the lead, Ryan the chase.
All right, bro.
We're
Yeah,
here
bro.
back
We
with the
gonna.
rerun.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
And Rye's shutting it down.
We allowed to redo that or nah?
Did you lag again?
Brother, I don't know what happened, but you don't have lights. Let's just say that.
He come to he come to
Flash?
he come to a
You can't see my lights?
he come to a dead stop on that initiation. Like, I mean, his car, it's like it hit a brick wall.
Well, he's, you know,
And then it like stopped and then jumped forward again.
he stopped because he just gave up because he thought Ronnie jumped it because he didn't see my headlights connection.
Let's do this. Let's back out. Let's create a new lobby for Ronnie and Rye to run the run, and then we'll move on to the next part of the bracket.
Okay, that works.
All right, we are back. All right, we are back with Ronnie and Rye gonna make their rerun happen after some network technical difficulties, and we're gonna have to send them now. Going crazy's flashing them off. All right, Ronnie's leading into the first initial zone here in this outer zone, fulfilling it really well, getting the right amount of angle here. Rye's right on his door. Good chase here. A little bit of a bump, a little bit of a rub here, rubbing and racing. Ronnie's coming into that zone. A little bit of a block there, a little contact into that zone.
Wow, great.
Ronnie's fulfilling those zones really nicely though. That bump did slow him down, but it did well.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure everybody gets a fair advantage, man. I don't want somebody to lose to a technical over fucking internet because the lobby's been up for a minute. Alright, give me a second.
Yeah, I rolled second light and I was like, oh shit.
Alright.
A boy jumped.
Hey, he said we can roll second.
Yep, rolling second is fine for Chase.
All right, Ryan the lead this time. Ronnie's getting right on that door. Knocking right there with him, rising that outer zone, fulfilling that green zone there, getting onto the rumble strips. Oh, and a critical
GG's,
angle by
man.
Rye.
Fuck
Damn.
it, bro. I don't even know. Okay. GG's, man.
GG's, guys.
I'm gonna go kill my Wi-Fi now.
I'm glad.
That shit.
I'm glad you ended that with Phi.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, GG's. That was tough. If on those first two, I wasn't sure who was gonna win. If that lag wouldn't have happened.
All right, we're back to the top 8 of this top 18 finals here. Austin, Noob,
Yep,
Mickey
yep.
Nibs heading against each other. The two 1 and 2 qualifiers here. So we are about to see a slobber knockover round here. And give us the green light,
Yeah.
Justin. We're ready on the stream.
We're good.
All right, here we go, guys.
Yeah, there's gonna be exciting. We got Dominic Toretto in that challenger.
The boat.
Here we go.
Boat versus
Yeah, that
boat.
big boat, man. Fulfilling that outer zone. Little shallower than we'd like to see with that last tire kind of poking out there. Coming into this inner zone here, into the touch and goes. Good fulfillment here. He gets onto the rumble strips, a little X factor. Getting into that outer zone.
Solid.
Very
Looks
nice.
like a what might have been a
Jeez,
tire
fucking
drop.
a mirror image.
I'm going to look at the tire drop, see if it was right now.
Sticky didn't leave the door.
No, that is not a
No, he didn't.
That is right on the line. He painted that line.
Right on the line, okay. Sticky Nips in the lead. Austin in the chase. Here we go. Initiation. Good angle here into the first outer zone. Austin's right there with him. Managing that boat really well. Sticky coming into the the inner zone there, getting good fulfillment in all of these zones. A little bit of a block there on Austin's side. Sticky filling out those zones. Man.
The only downside to the Charger.
The only thing that separates that run.
Yeah.
Is
that block.
And on my screen, I swear it didn't even look like I hit him.
Sticky filled out the touch and goes. The first set of touch and goes, it's a tiny bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Net gear is shit.
They were so close, but yeah, it's gonna go to Sticky.
Sticky, yeah.
Damn, feels bad.
Yeah, dude.
Well, I did choose
so
this
close.
big ass fucking car though. I normally run the Chaser.
Dude, I was hoping you were gonna be in the chaser because when I seen you, I was like, "Yep, that's fucking Austin. He's gonna." I'm sorry, Preston. He's gonna use the chaser.
Well, they didn't ban this, so I was like, I gotta use it.
All right, next up is Wedo and Stig, and Wedo is leading.
All right, GG's. Y'all do this once a month, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll be back next month.
And through our server, we're hosting other comps too. So
Chase.
check in on our server and join the other team comp too.
All right, for sure.
Who's Chase?
For sure.
Catch y'all later.
Yep.
Dankman's lead or Chase?
Yep, zero chill or Wedo Stig, not zero chill.
Drift Stig.
Yeah.
All right, we have Drift Stig.
I got a Widow.
You gonna give us that face reveal or what? El Wedo. Here we go. The initiation. Good initiation by Wedo. Drift Stig right there with him. Good angle here by El Wedo. Getting the speed up, coming into the touch and goes as we go through the power alley into this initial inner zone here. Looks like there might have been a tire onto those rumbles, but we'll have to look back at that. Coming into the last outer zone here, good fulfillment, good angle.
Solid.
Drift Stig's right there with him.
Very solid. That's a sick livery Drift Stig has on that thing.
Yeah, that thing is fire. Still haven't heard if that's his team, the cornering artist. I think it is. All right, we got the Drift Stig in the lead. Good initiation. El Wedo's right there with him though, as we fill out this first inner zone, outer zone, into the touch and goes through the power alley. Coming into the inner zone here, a little bit wide. Coming through the second pair of touch and goes. El Wedo gaining a little bit of ground after losing it a little bit, but Drift Stig's right there getting all that angle through that last zone.
That last outer zone for Wedo, he kind of dove into the chase. He dropped angle for proximity. Whereas Stig, he carried that out with the line that Wedo put down.
Wedo's chase seemed a little cleaner throughout though, as far as his angle matching. But I think Wedo's lead was just slightly better. He filled the zones just a little bit better. Did Stig drop a tire in his chase on the inside, or was he in proximity?
Yes, he was not in proximity.
They both did. Wedo and Stig.
I mean, you
That's
can
why
you
I
can
went
play
with
it back. It was over half a car length,
Yeah.
I did on my
but
screen.
not by a lot.
That's why I haven't mentioned the drops because both had one to cancel out. So it's
Yeah,
normal
it
Oh,
cancels
yeah.
it out.
for docking points.
Yeah, Wedo had the second touch and go tire drop, but not in proximity.
Oh, okay.
And I would have to say that
It had.
I don't know.
Yeah, Stig.
I feel like Wedo went into those touch and go, the first set of touch and goes just a tiny bit better, but Stig
Who had the cleaner lead?
Stig dropped a tire in the lead.
Well, if Stig dropped a tire,
They
then
both did.
that
What's that? Gabe?
I dropped the tire.
Wedo, you dropped a tire in your lead?
He dropped a tire on the inner zone. He dropped the tire on the.
I don't think I did on my screen. I don't catch it.
Yeah,
a drop.
Wedo didn't drop a tire in the lead, so I think it's going to go to Wedo for that drop tire on Stig. For me.
I want to see it ran back. I want it one more time. If we're having that hard of a call, I don't want to give it to somebody off of.
All right, run him again.
Some that's it. I want to see it one time.
This time Stig leads.
Okay.
Yeah, Stig's gonna lead this time. I'm not gonna do that to him. I want there to be a definite reason of why we say that somebody's moving on.
Fair enough. Here we go. We got Drift Stick in the lead, running it back. Wedo trying to catch up after losing a little bit of proximity. Going through oh no! Critical angle by Drift Stick coming into the inner clip there. Throwing that big angle just caused him to have to save it and straighten out.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Yeah, that's for sure. Even the best of them get messed up.
I'm gonna change these names.
All right, got El Wedo in the lead this time for their second run.
Good.
Stig in the chase. Anything can still happen here, folks, so don't count either one of them out. Good fulfillment of that line to El Wedo. Stig in the chase, losing a little bit of proximity, but gaining it back as we come to this inner corner. Great job by El Wedo. Oh, another. That's a DNF.
That is a
Yeah, that's a DQ.
That is a DNF.
So it's a double DQ.
Wedo's gonna move on.
What?
Wedo's gonna take that.
Did that bump him into an oversteer? I didn't see any contact.
I didn't either. I'm gonna look at it back.
Yeah, I'm gonna second that. Crazy. I didn't see any contact either.
Yeah, that was all Wedo.
So that's 2 DNFs. That's another one more time.
Yeah, that's a one more time for sure. He was already starting to spin while this Stig was right there.
It might have been the way that my drone cam was sitting then watching that run then, because to me it looked like the front passenger fender went into the back.
If anything, it would have straightened him out. Because it was hitting the front of his car. If anything, would have made him lose angle.
At all.
Okay, it must have just been the angle of that drone coming for that outer zone then that it looks like the contact was on the stick.
For sure.
Yeah, I would.
Need that replay.
Yep.
Yeah, I would say so.
All right. Wedo's leading. Let us know when you're ready, Justin.
Yep.
All right, we're running it back one more time. Wedo in the chase this time. Sorry, in the lead. Here we go into the initiation into first outer zone. Wedo's deep in that zone, getting a ton of angle coming into the touch and goes through the power alley. Drift stick, losing a little proximity, having to shallow out and drop a tire, trying to catch up to El Wedo. El Wedo's touching onto the rumble strips, coming to the last outer zone, fulfilling it really nicely.
Good runs, guys. That was solid.
The runs are starting to get better and better and harder and harder to choose. Alright, we got Stig in the lead, Alwedo in the chase this time. Looking like Stig dropped the tire into that first outer zone. And another critical angle. Unfortunately, that's going to result in a DNF, giving it automatically to Wedo.
Yep. Good runs, guys. Good runs. Way to put up a fight, boys.
Yes, good runs.
All right, next up is Zero Chill and Sideswipe. Zero Chill is leading. Let us know when you're ready, Justin.
All right, Zero Chill in the lead as Sideswipe's in the chase. DTI and Team MTR. Here we go. Excuse me. Into the initiation, into the first outer zone here. Zero Chill's getting deep in that zone. The Sideswipe right on his door. Going through the power alley, hitting the touch and goes. A little shallow on that second touch and go. Not getting those X Factor points. Touching that, painting that line, dropping the tire onto those green zone on the touch and go, and into the last outer zone, finishing out the run with a very solid.
I don't know, maybe.
I didn't see a double, but I can look at it again.
Yeah, double check that, please. I think I seen the trunk move twice. There was too much smoke to see two tires, but I could see the car move twice.
The second tire was very close, but it was still on the rumbles. It was like a bead of rubber left.
Okay.
It was so close, but no, just one tire.
Wait. Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Let me get these put in. I'll let you know as soon as we're good. Yep.
All right, Zero Chill Sideswipe. Sideswipe in the lead this time. Good fulfillment of this outer zone. Into the power alley, touch and goes. Almost identical to Zero Chill's. Here we go. Very nice, getting onto those rumbles, fulfilling this last outer zone, painting that white line.
Wow, overrun.
That was a good run.
Guys. I think
Both
Ain't gonna make it
drivers.
easy, that's for sure.
No, definitely not.
Chases were both really well. I don't know. I gotta hear what
Well
Lead has
done,
to
like
say.
a good steak.
that lead's gonna go to Swipe for the tire drop on Chill. And Swipe just
Yeah,
that was
unfortunately.
great lead run. He lost a little angle on
Sideswipe. Yeah.
you're in the same boat, Gabe.
I kind of want to look at it back again just to see what. I mean, yeah, he did have that tire drop, but I don't think Sideswipe did anything to make that tire drop null and void. So I think just by that tire drop and both having pretty solid leads, I'd probably have to say sideswipe.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Off lead alone, it would go to sideswipe. Them chase runs were just too close, man. They were both great. Proximity was good. No major contact.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, I think it's going to sideswipe.
So we'll go, yeah.
But if it wasn't for that tire drop, I probably would have given it to 0, to be honest.
I mean, definitely would have been one more time. Next up is Ronnie and Rossi. And Ronnie is leading.
All right.
Give a second.
And then Rossi.
Yeah.
Hold on one sec. Wait. My cat is standing up in my lap, and I gotta move him.
We got internet. We got cats.
I need room for my hands. Sorry, Luna.
We're good. Whenever you're ready, we're good.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
All right, we got Rossi and Ronnie, Team MTR and GDA, coming into the first outer zone. Good fulfillment by Ronnie. Rossi's right there on his door, knocking into the touch and goes through the power alley. Coming to our inner zone here. Rossi's still sticking with Ronnie really closely. As Ronnie comes into the last outer zone, painting that white line, getting deep in that zone.
Very solid.
Great runs.
Guys. Very nice.
Just a sec.
All right, got Rossi and Ronnie.
I'm good to go.
Rossi in the lead, let's go. Coming into the first outer zone. Rossi's deep in that zone. Ronnie's right there on the door. Coming through the power alley, hitting the touch and goes. Rossi not in that last rumble strip. A little wide on that inner zone. Getting right onto the rumbles into that last touch and go. Fulfilling the last outer zone very nicely. Good runs by
Can I
both
get a
drivers
replay on
here.
that contact?
Good runs.
I just
Who's this?
felt weird.
Who's that?
Ronnie.
The contact to me wasn't enough to constitute anything. It didn't mess you up. You hit the inner clip just fine.
Cool.
For a lead. Because as soon as I seen the contact, I focused on lead to see what the reaction was. And there wasn't much.
Awesome.
So it's... Yeah.
Man.
I will say that Ronnie did have better zone fulfillment for the outer zone and lead for the last outer zone.
He was deeper in the inner zone too.
Now Rossi did grab the very edge of it, but it's where the zone peaked.
Yeah, he kind of floated out.
And he was pretty wide.
And then
he was pretty wide on that. Rossi was pretty wide on that inner.
To me, it would go to Ronnie. Off chase.
I would have to say.
Where was the contact at? Who had contact? Because I didn't see a contact.
Before the inner clip.
Oh,
Ronnie did tap, but it wasn't enough to constitute a correction into lead. Because as soon as the contact happened, I focused on lead to see what the reaction was, and there wasn't anything. I mean, it was small correction.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, there was nothing.
Yeah, it was like a little
He didn't
little
come out
tap.
of the inner clip or anything like that.
Yeah, it was just a little tap. Yeah.
Yeah, it's rubbing his racing on that one. That's all that was. Any more would have been something, but not what it was.
What do you think, Gabe?
Yeah. I would probably have to say,
Huh? Me?
I want to say
Hello?
Ronnie, but man, it was close. I want to say Ronnie, but it was so close.
I would say Ronnie by the hair.
Oh, never mind. I have Gabe muted and I just forget.
I do have Gabe muted as well.
Not because I don't like you, but because I focus.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna
Trust
give
me.
that one to Ronnie too.
I'm the one that told you to
The
meet me.
slightest advantage, just because of a couple, that one inner clip, the wide clip, and the
Yeah, he was a little wider in that.
couple zones difference.
Ronnie was
That was
deeper.
good, Rossi. I thought that contact was an instant. You know, you know, I just trying to finish it out.
Where are we at? How many drivers do we have left? I'm gonna cut to a brief intermission.
4. All right, here we go. Our top final 4. We got Sticky from. Oh man.
Team Berserk.
Yes, we have Leto from CDT. We have Sideswipe from MTR and Ronnie from MTR. Full bracket here. So we are ready to run here. We got Sticky leading and Wedo chasing for our first match of our final 4.
Ah.
And we hear some complaints from the crowd.
No. It's funny because me and Side were talking about going against each other.
Let us know when you're ready, Justin.
Oh, I'm ready.
You like that?
I'm ready to see this run. This run right here is about to be.
Good driving here by both drivers coming into this last zone.
Solid
Oh,
run.
well, keeping a little bit of distance there, but still solid. That chaser's quick.
Yeah, it is. Oh, fuck.
Alright, Sticky in the chase this time. So comes into the first outer zone. Sticky's right on that door, man. Elwedo painting that white line, coming into the power alley, trying to get onto those rumbles as he does on the second one, coming into this inner zone. And into the second set of touch and goes, onto the rumbles, into the last outer zone. Painting that white line, dropping a tire.
If you're watching the stream and you just seen the two front tires between Sticky and Elwedo, Sticky put that front tire. I mean, you probably couldn't put a dollar bill between the two damn tires, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm surprised the cars didn't flick off and like do some crazy flips and things.
I mean, the hit boxes, bro. The hit boxes had to have been going crazy. That was
Right.
wild.
Great run.
That was wild, dog.
That's gotta get a Sticky.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Just for that off chase alone, Elwedo for the inner clip. Yeah, it will go to Sticky.
So hang out, hang
Have
out.
to get that tune from Sticky.
Third and fourth match. All right, next up is Sideswipe and Ronnie going against each other.
Ooh.
Team v team.
Okay.
Sideswipe.
Okay. So who's leading?
This is a team v team battle right here. Grudge match.
Hang on, give me a second. And this is the way it fell in the bracket too. This was not intended.
Not for you.
I'm ready.
All right.
All right, we got Sideswipe and Ronnie in the outer zone, coming through the power alley and the touch and goes, getting onto those rumble strips, into the inner zone here. Really good fulfillment here by Sideswipe. Ronnie's right on his door though. You can tell they drive together a bunch. They just seem very comfortable with each other.
Guys, saw a slight tire drop in the first zone there by Swipe.
That is the pros and cons of going against your teammates.
Definitely.
The love-hate relationship there. All right, we got Ronnie in the lead this time. Sideswipe making sure he's set up for this initiation into the first outer zone, painting that white line. A little bit of a correction by Ronnie to stay in that zone. Into the power alley. Sideswipe had to lose a little bit of deepness in the zone there to catch up to Ronnie. Finishing this out door to door in the last zone.
Wow.
Oh my fucking god, bro.
You know, that's
They
what
were
happens when you drive
high-fiving through
together all
those
the
doors.
time,
Did you
dude.
guys see that? They high-fived.
I'm gonna have to say OMT on that one.
No.
That chase by Side.
It's like y'all are 1 for 1 on minor technical shit.
That
not.
that chase for Sideswipe just negated that tire drop. He was so.
So run it back with Ronnie leading again.
Whew.
Just look at it this way. You guys get to run another run.
That's the way I see it.
All right, ready?
All right, got Ronnie initiating here into the first outer zone, getting a ton of angle there. Having to lose some angle to get back in the zone. Through the power alley, getting onto those rumble strips. Sideswipe right there on his door. Ringing the doorbell. Ronnie coming into this last outer zone with Sideswipe on his door. They're high-fived again, guys. I don't know what to tell you.
Swap names.
That was a tire drop.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh man, I wasn't sure if I could see that space.
Half did.
Look at that follow by Ronnie. Sideswipe going through the power alley. Into the inner clip. Oh, Ronnie loses a little bit of proximity, but he's gaining it right back through these second set of touch and goes, coming into the last outer. Oh my goodness.
Nope.
Oh, good. What runs? Those were too close to call, except for the tire drop. I think think that tire drop does it for me. I think that's going to go to side swipe.
Man, good run, side.
Off the chase.
Man, we gotta
into that
stop competing
contact.
together, bro.
Right?
That contact to the proximity loss immediately. I'm gonna have to go with side on that.
Yep. Yep.
Which
All right.
contact?
So we need to see Ronnie and El Wedo.
Yep. Weto's leading.
And this is 4-3. Give me just a second.
And fourth.
Alright, I'm ready.
All right, El Wedo in the lead, Ronnie in the chase, going for third place. Look at that zone fulfillment with Ronnie right on his door. Good transition here into the power alley, coming into the inner zone here. Look at this. El Wedo fulfilling these zones with Ronnie right there with him. A little bit of a tire drop by in that last zone by El Wedo, it looks like. This is the top 3, ladies and gentlemen. These 3 people are going home with some money. It just matters how much.
Just a second. Just a second.
All right.
We're good.
Here we go, Ronnie in the lead. Coming through the first outer zone, El Wedo, a little bit of a rub there, trying to get right back on his door. Coming through the power alley, getting on the touch and goes, on the rumble strips for some extra X factor. Coming through these last set of touch and goes with El Wedo, giving him a little bit of a tap there as he tries to transition to the last outer zone and fill it completely. Very nice by both drivers here.
I'm going to give that to Ronnie.
Yeah.
The tire drop.
Contact on chase.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to have to agree.
Good run, man.
Good run.
That was tough. I thought you had me.
Will you hang Ronnie for a podium picture after we're done, please?
Yes, sir, I will.
Thank you, bro.
I am glad to put
As soon as I hit you
NPR
out
in the
there.
picture twice.
I figured you might.
That's going to be a good picture.
Next up, the finals. Sticky and side swipe.
This is it.
Here we go.
This is it.
These 2 are the OGs. Sticky Nips won the GDA cash comp back a couple months ago. Sideswipe podiumed in LDT's last cash comp.
Let us know when you're ready, Justin.
Good to go.
Here we go. Sticky Nips and Sideswipe in the chase. Sticky Nips initiating as he comes into the first outer zone. Sideswipe right down his door, losing a little bit of proximity, but he's gaining it right back as we come into the outer zones here. In the outer touch and goes through the power alley. Sticky Nips getting right on those rumbles with Sideswipe getting right on that door as they transition out of the rumble into this last outer zone. Sideswipe's right there, front tire to back tire.
Solid, you guys. Jesus.
I'm so glad after this I never have to run this line again.
Yeah, we've run this. We're gonna make this a seasonal thing. Like every 6 events, we'll run this line for you.
Oh no.
We'll bring it back to haunt your dreams.
We'll run one and then run this again. Run one. Just one moment.
Right there with each other, man. Good
Do the
job,
announcement
guys.
right now.
Y'all ready?
All right, Sideswipe and Sticky with Sticky in the chase. Sideswipe in the lead this time as they initiate into the first outer zone. Getting deep into that zone. Sideswipe, Sticky Nips right there on his door. Come through the power alleys. He gets right onto those rumbles with Sticky right on that door still, not leaving 1 inch for a decision to be made in his unfavor. Sideswipe coming through that last rumble into the last outer zone here with Sticky Nips right on him. Whew!
Damn.
That was
Nah, bro, I quit.
amazing.
Man. Holy shit.
I'm gonna watch that back because
The only difference I
I'm gonna ask
saw,
the chat.
only difference I saw was the shallow after the inner on the first touch and go. Sideswipe was a little shallow and then entered the last zone a tiny bit late. Those were really the only discrepancies I saw in the two. Sticky filled the zones great. Good angle. Could have filled the last zone maybe a tiny bit more, and the first zone a tiny bit more, but I mean,
yeah, the first zone Sticky has a little bit of a low angle. He had to kind of front brake a little bit to try to keep that and get more angle out of that zone. Let's see, Sideswipe. But he fulfilled those zones great though. Like he was on that line. Sideswipe, he was very consistent through that first zone. Touch and goes, getting into the rumbles.
I feel like Sideswipe might have
Sticky
been a
did
little
it.
closer in the first zone.
He was shallow. He was a little wide on that first touch and go after the inner, like you said, where Sticky was like right on the white line. But Sideswipe was deep into that last touch and go getting. I think he pretty much almost got both tires onto that rumble strip.
Yeah, got almost like skimmed the edge of that rumble.
But they were pretty much equal lead for Chase on that last outer zone. As far as proximity wise.
I'd like to see it again.
That was so close, man. It's like, what do you call it by? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I said, if we're gonna get nitpicky, but I mean, we don't have to. But
We're gonna see a rerun on. I'm letting y'all hash this out for the lead on what y'all are thinking.
Yeah, I mean, you think of one more time?
I'd say so. Yeah, just because it's not definitive. I mean,
It's really, yeah,
all right,
yeah.
let's let it one more time.
Oh
Damn.
shit.
All right, now.
Hey, I'll
now
be back. I'll be back.
before we
My
do
shit
this
froze.
run- Before we do this run, there is not gonna be a one more time.
No, this is it.
It's gonna come down to nitpicking everything.
Yep.
So.
All right, you ready?
This is it. Yep.
All right. Let's make it a good one, boys. Let's send it. MTR, Sideswipe, and TV Sticky coming into the first outer zone with Sideswipe in the lead. Sticky right on that door. A little bit of a correction by Sideswipe in that first zone, coming through the power alley, getting the touch and goes, missing the rumbles on that second touch and go, but fulfilling the inner clip there into the outer touch and goes here as we come into the last zone here, right on that white line with Sticky right on that door. Wow.
Solid run, solid run.
Solid driving by both drivers here.
Tiny bit shallow into the second set of touch and go, the second touch and go of the second set. But other than that, that was pretty fucking good. Little shallow angle on the first outer, but
1 second. We're good.
All right. Here we go. Sticky in the lead. Side swipe for the chase. Coming into that first outer zone. Good initiation. Bringing that in for the touch and goes through the power alley. Missing that rumble, but hitting the second rumble. Right up in that inner zone. Up into the touch and goes. A little bit of a tap by Sideswipe, but it didn't stop Sticky from doing his thing. Wow. Another really great run.
Yeah, it really was.
Man.
Man.
I'm gonna have to. I'm watching it back because Sideswipe had some really good angle on that first zone. Misses the rumbles on the first one. Touches the second rumble, so got X Factor points, but still hit the zones really good. Not at the white line on the first touch and go in the last set, but on the rumbles on the second one, and shallower in the last zone than Sideswipe.
Sticky had a hell of a chase. Sideswipe had a really
Sideswipe coming into the first zone.
The overall proximity of the chase.
Sideswipe had a.
Has to go to Sticky.
Yeah. Sideswipe had a correction in that first zone, dropping down into the 30s degree
and the
mark.
And the deepness of the initiation for Sticky.
Yeah. He actually threw. I'm not saying that Side didn't throw a proper initiation, but the proper initiation is outside.
Back a deeper, yeah.
I think I'd have to give it to Sticky.
I think so. With a shallower initiation and that correction in that outer zone, because of it dropping to such low angle.
Yep.
Versus Sticky's lead, it was just pretty definitive that Sticky's was better.
Held angle the whole time. Yep. All right. Well, that's it. Sticky wins. Sideswipe second. Ronnie third.
Good battle, Sideswipe.
Good run, Sticky.
Yeah, good
I
run.
need to learn something from you. I need to pick your brain.
Hey.
Right.
I don't know, man. You
Good
got a
runs,
pretty
dude.
good team to pick too.
Good run for sure.
Thank y'all for getting on the stream.
Where's
We
Ronnie?
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Where'd
Good
Ronnie go?
runs.